Minister of Forestry and Parks insists his decisions to increase hunting tags for cougars and trapping limits for fur bearers are based on scientific data. Nope. In actuality, the current scientific research shows that every decision the minister has made contradicts the scientific data and even some of the government's own species management plans. The misinformation coming from this minister is as boundless as the Rocky Mountains themselves. To the minister, if there is data proving these decisions are supported, will he table it in the House today?
Yeah. The Honourable Minister of Forestry and Parks.
Madam Speaker, the cougar management plan that we follow, the quotas that we've set are well in line with that. But what I wonder about is when 2018, 2019, the NDP had quotas at 95 males, 72 females, for a total of 167 cougars. Wow. And what I just had this past season was 132, substantially less. In addition, that 132 is over double the area that was in when the NDP were coming up with 167 cougars. One of the areas, Madam Speaker, they had a quota of 18 cougars. There's not one area in Alberta that has over 5.
The Honourable Member for Banff-Kananaskis.
Given, Madam Speaker, the science has been updated, and so the quota should also be updated. Given the science supporting these decisions doesn't exist except in the water.
That one worked much better. The Honourable Member for Banff-Kananaskis.
The science supporting these decisions doesn't exist except in the minister's imagination. Given that the minister has also expanded special licenses and spent over 10,000 taxpayer dollars last year selling these opportunities to international hunters, given the minister recently returned from another trip to Qatar and London, selling more special licenses which may further impact wildlife populations, how much money did the minister spend on this recent trip to sell Alberta wildlife to the highest bidder? And how does this ensure sustainable hunting limits?
The Honourable Minister of Forestry and Parks.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Thanks for the question. It's a great time to talk about the minister's special licenses that have been going on for over 20 years, through the period when the NDP were in power, of course. But in fact, what's happening now is we're getting a better return on those minister's special licenses. $1.2 million this year, Madam Speaker. It's coming back to the province to be able to do wildlife management right in this province here. It's a great story that should be told and should be celebrated. But of course, only the NDP would try to run down an opportunity to have better wildlife management right here in this province.
The Honourable Member for Banff-Kananaskis.
Oh, Madam Speaker, given that better wildlife management means keeping hunting limits within population sustainability amounts, which they are not. Given thousands of Albertans have repeatedly asked the minister to justify these actions, and he hasn't. Given the Alberta Wilderness Association and Exposed Wildlife Conservancy and thousands of Albertans are calling on the minister to rescind these changes, but the minister blows them off, calling them activists who lack common sense. Well, I agree, Madam Speaker. It's not common sense. It's science. The data doesn't support these decisions and shows great potential to negatively impact our wildlife populations. When will the minister do the right thing, rescind these damaging decisions, and listen to Albertans?
The Honourable Minister of Forestry and Parks.
Madam Speaker, it seems like when members opposite, when they leave their profession, they take off their professional hat and put a tinfoil hat on. And so what I would like to say here, Madam Speaker, is if I got to rescind all the changes, do I need to add the 14% reduction that I did for antlered elk in the province of Alberta between 23 and 24? How about the 17% reduction of antlered moose in the province that I brought in? This is about wildlife management, Madam Speaker. We look at antlerless mule deer, for instance, a 63% reduction in tags. That's wildlife management.